Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online. William, hey, what's up? Hey, so welcome back to the second supplemental episode to our regular Sentai content. So in the last video, right, I explained to you 45 years of Super Sentai history within 45 minutes, alright? And that was the best way for me to have done something like that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. That did not cause any external issue whatsoever with us.
Exactly.
Right?
Awesome.
So in this second supplemental, I am now going to answer you 45 years worth of Super Sentai history within, well, in general. Yeah, there's no time limit for this. So within the context of our series, as you know, I'm a super. I have seen probably around 20-ish, 25-ish seasons of Sentai, and that's out of 45. That's pretty good, right? That's pretty much 50% of history knowledge right there.
Yep. I'd say you have a problem, Austin.
Okay. Can I put this to screen slideshow or some shit? I'm just gonna put this in slideshows just to. I don't know if that's still.
Won't it just go on its own?
Yep. Okay. How do I? Okay, I lost the ability to slideshow. I cannot go to slideshow again. All right.
Are we having technical difficulties?
Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. So within this episode, I'm gonna try to explain. Now, keep in mind, even though I am considered myself a Sentai expert and a fan, I don't know everything within the Sentai context of series. Like, I pretty much know anything post 2000 eras of Sentai. That's where I primarily watch. But in terms of like early 90s, like especially the earliest, from the early all the way up into the 90s, pretty lost in terms of knowledge, but like. Lost what I've seen that I have not seen, right? So I don't know, but I still have a good fundamental concept of Sentai. Even though I haven't seen these earlier seasons, I still know the fundamental basic of what's happened. And like, I might not know the story threads and details, but but I still know, hey, yo, I know what's up. I know who these characters are. I know what's going on there, right? So in this, I am going to try to explain to you, my friend, my wife, because this is part of our weekly discussion series about Sentai, where I also, a person with years of knowledge about tokusatsu, super enjoy every by my friend William. That's you, a person with no knowledge of tokusatsu or Super Sentai, as we discuss Super Sentai.
Oh my god.
Or in this case, this supplemental video where I explain Sentai history. All right, so. So what questions do you have for me? For me to explain to you Super Sentai. By the way, I am definitely not eating grapes in the background of recording.
Don't worry, I'm definitely not eating Sour Patch Kids. Oh god, that's sour. Okay.
So before we start, hey, Time Ranger's theme. Fucking banger, I told you, right?
It really is.
I think that shit hit.
Yeah, like
that shit hit so hard.
It was like after listening to the opening, but then I remember you telling me about Jetman being the best written one. At that point, I decided, okay, I'm gonna watch one of these two, and literally the opening almost got me to watch Time Ranger. Almost.
Yeah, sorry, that shit hit.
It was really good, but then I'm like, oh wait, let's just go with the good writing hits, and then I'm watching Jetman right now.
No.
Also, seriously, the love triangle, good god, oh my god, I was so annoyed at that. But anyway, this is not hear me rant about Jetman.
Okay.
All right. So, what did?
And then you have a whole note because I told you, remember, when that video we recorded, I think that's uploaded by now, based on our schedule. That video should be uploaded if you would. So I told you within that video to write down questions because like I said, I was only gonna take a minute to explain everything. So you better choose carefully, better consider that minute carefully of what to ask.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So okay. Hopefully you have a lot of questions written down for me to possibly answer.
Well, a minute to write down questions, Austin? Come on.
Yeah.
And you think I won't?
No, I do have a lot of story beats I messed up on. I messed up on explaining within my notes that we'll probably get to within this video.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to get to we might have to do these in order, if only because the fact that I remember how I told you I lost count at some point.
Yeah, I know.
So we're gonna take a wild guess. All right. So I mean, at least with the first one, did they treat these guys like basically as a secret team or something, or what?
So pretty much in nearly every Sentai team is pretty much the secret organization, right? Because even within early 70s to 80s, they're all secret organizations, right? This is not like like they're quote unquote Splinter Cell type of, not Splinter Cell. What's the fuck with Sam Fisher? Is that Splinter Cell?
No, Splinter Cell, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty much every or like some secret government type of mumbo jumbo that exists to fight the
Wait, so there's secret government? Because I know.
Well, some of them are secret because some of them are actually like I think within Gold Ranger they were also a secret government project as well.
Okay, that's weird. Okay, that's because it's. Okay, so if they used to be all part of they're all a secret Splinter Cell of the government. But you said they're like secret organizations. How do you keep them secret? I mean, they got pretty from Jetman. I mean, they like the cities are being destroyed, man.
Remember, this is the 70s, all right. Back then, times were simpler. People didn't care much about secret organization that undermined it within the government,
People
all right.
Die
so like, okay,
in these operations, like in Jetman, people legit die. There's one episode
but with Gold
where
Ranger, they are agents that were recruited. Like the 5 Gold Rangers, right? Oh, do I have a cat? They are recruited to fight. They're recruited by the organization Eagle. That's the name of the organization, Eagle. It's like Earth Great League or something like that.
Uh-huh.
It's an acronym for something. To fight the Black Cross Army. Which, but again, like I said, hey, I don't know how long I should keep this image up before YouTube gets to it. So I'm just gonna go back to them.
Okay, good God, yeah, they did fight Nazis at one point.
No, but not in the first season. The first season just straight up fought the Klan.
This wasn't the one that had abnormally long episodes, did it?
No, this is the one. This is the first season. This remember I told you. Remember when Sentai started, they didn't know what they were doing. Right? They didn't know this was gonna be treated like a big. They thought it was like just as a special one. It's like how with Doctor Who when they started, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you remember Doctor Who when they started, it was like, hey yo, we're making this show called Doctor. We don't know how long it's gonna go for, right? And then the original actor for the first Doctor, Health, started getting serious, Yeah, so they brought in the second Doctor and replaced it, stuff like that, right? Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Okay, so wait, so what? Like they were just starting out; they didn't know what they were doing. So what did they establish with this one?
So it started the basic concept. So you got the five Rangers colors,
Right.
You got the whole. So this season didn't have the transforming brace, the morphers. Originally back then, how they transform, you just be placed in tubes or some shit, and then you just transform. It's really fucking weird, right?
I bet, yeah.
And it's like do you remember that show Totally Spy? Do you remember how they transferred into their spy suit? They went through that tunnel or something. I think that's how.
I think so.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, except they were just placed into a tube, and then the costume just fucking digital electronic puts on. Really fucking weird.
Okay, hold on. I'm about to look up Totally Spy's transformation.
All right. You do that. Why eat my grapes?
God, I thought you said you weren't eating grapes, Austin. Which
I am.
Which is it now?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh wow, I do not.
It's all gonna be caught on audio.
I don't remember them being on a roller coaster, but
and that Totally Spy show really fucking weird. There's a lot of weird stuff in that show that makes you question the direction, who was in charge of it, and his enjoyment is how I would put it.
Okay. This is really that weird. I don't remember it being that weird, man.
What, Totally Spy? Yeah, it's so fucking weird if you rewatch that shit now. But we're not talking about Totally Spy.
Yeah, you're right.
That's we're gonna say that for a Totally Spy history video where I explain the history of Totally Spy.
Please no. But okay, so I guess we could just move on to the second season now, because I mean there's not a lot there.
Okay, Jack. Okay, God, this image is so fucking cool. It's been the best.
So here's the thing, actually. So I remember you specifically saying that this was the shortest episodes. Right? Yeah. But why? Like you say, like I know they didn't know what they were doing, but was there a specific reason as to why they had it so short? This one?
Because so this is gonna tie into the next season, Battle Fever J, all right? Because that's when Marvel steps in, right? Because this is still early '70s and all that shit, right? And they didn't know what they're doing, all right? And this is the time when Marvel was trying to, hey yo, let's go to Japan, right? Let's go, hey yo, let's expand the Marvel operation, right? So this is when Marvel comes in, like, and with Toei, like, hey yo, you guys want to team up to create a series together, you know, right? And so this is why 3 Sentai season has Marvel rights to it. Marvel has a very loose rights. Like Marvel is kind of like the Square Enix and Nintendo situation with the 7 Super Mario RPG. That's how very loose their connection is, right?
That's right. Pretty loose, I guess. Yeah. So wait.
So even though Marvel co-produced these, it's like Toei still owns all rights. It's like how Square Enix owns the right to Geno, and how he's not a Nintendo character, even though he was in a Nintendo game, right? It's like that.
So wait, why is it that Marvel just kind of stepped in and started, like, they worked together in tandem with them, right? What?
Yeah, because Marvel wanted to be like, hey yo, let's team up. You guys have superheroes, we got superheroes, you know. Let's just help each other out, right? And so that's when we have that's when the Japanese Spider-Man comes in, right? Because remember at this point, comic book still a Western thing, right? Like Western, like, oh, well, what's this? Is it like manga? We got manga over here, right?
Yeah.
Is it like that? So that's when Marvel came in, like, hey yo, hey, create this Spider-Man series for us to show to the Japanese audience, and we'll bring your stuff over to the West, you know. So it's like that.
Oh wait, is that what
because of Spider-Man?
Is that what, like, introduced the possibility of Power Rangers to begin with in America, or what? Sort
of. You could somewhat say that. Right? Because it's still very, like, Marvel's just pretty much just gonna bring titles over. That's it.
Okay.
For like their comic series, but like, right? Like they weren't gonna, like, yeah.
Okay, so at least from what you're telling me, it was just mainly a financial reason, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Wait. So did Spider-Man ever, like, they produced Spider-Man, but did Spider-Man ever, like, appear within, like, Power Rangers proper, or was it just a separate thing?
Or satire comic? No, they just produced.
Okay.
They just produced. And the thing, Spider-Man introduced all the basic, pretty much introduced 2 major Spider-Man introduced the concept of the Henshin device, right?
Really? Really?
Yeah. Japanese Spider-Man was the first one to use, because if I remember correctly, Jaka didn't use a transformation device either. They just said they just did the exact same thing as Gold Ranger, where they just went to the tube and they just transformed, you know. Right? But Japanese Spider-Man came out, because Japanese Spider-Man is very influential to the creation of Sentai history. I'm not gonna lie, it's super, because it introduced the concept of the Henshin device, right? Like the thing used to transform, right? And then introduced the Megazord or the Mecha, because that was the first season.
What?
Yeah, so Spider-Man has a Leopardon, right? And then Toei thought that, hey yo, that shit's cool. Let's take it for ourselves. So that way, after Toei and Marvel finished producing Spider-Man, they went to create Battle Fever J, right? And this was co-produced by Marvel. So this is when Marvel writes, and they're like, hey yo, let's take that stuff we put in Spider-Man and bring it over here. So that's when this is when we get the first Megazord, right?
Oh my god.
And like I said, this series being very loose, because Marvel, you can unironically Marvel influence with the main Red Ranger, right? He's not the Red Ranger, right? Can you try to guess what his name is within the series?
What, the Red Ranger in here?
Yeah, in Battle Fever J. Try to guess his Ranger title, right? Because you know how we have in Cure Ranger, we have Cure Made Red, Cure Made Blue, and all that stuff, right? For Ranger. Try to guess his Ranger title.
I don't know. Red J or J Red?
No, Captain Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, that is his title.
Okay. Yeah. Wow, that's not on the nose now, is it?
Yeah, no, I tell you, Marvel was and the Black Ranger. I don't remember his title. Was pretty much just Ayo, and this is our Black Panther now.
Oh my god.
Or something like that.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, and also, so you know how retro, how fucking old this is. The orange, pseudo orange, yellow, whatever. His name is Battle Corsac.
Wait,
that's how you know this was Corsac, the stupid sickle, the thingy.
No, yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm just kind of trying to process that a little bit there.
Yeah, that's because remember this back when it was still called the Soviet Union. That's how old this series is.
Oh my god, Jesus.
It's the 70s, yeah. Yeah, that's Battle Fever J. That's how Marvel Spider-Man had a big head into influencing the creation of Sentai.
Oh, that's wild. Not gonna lie. Jesus, this whole thing is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is what ties everything together.
Yeah, Spider-Man is. Oh, look, hey, look, he's just like my son. He's no older than my son.
Oh my god. Anyway, let's see where I'm left off here. Let's see. Oh yeah, so why? Okay, I guess that is a good question to ask. But like, Marvel eventually just chose not to produce. Why is that?
I think it's more like we don't really need this anymore. I think we're good on our own. So they just kind of stopped. I don't think there was ever an official reason to why they just stopped working together. I think at this point we're just like, okay, we're done. Okay, we're gonna do our own thing now. You guys got this. Yeah. So I still don't know how the rights thing is still very weird from my perspective, from what my understanding and from what I learned, because not a lot of stuff is because this is all background corporate lawyer shit, right? That's like this stuff like not everyday Joe like you and me are supposed to know. So I really don't understand the whole reason. I just know that Marvel just won with after Tayo Sentai's son Vulcan. They're like, all right, we're done. You guys got it, right? Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So that's
very fucking loose. So how that shit works.
So we're just gonna go with the idea that Marvel's like, peace out, lol. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Pretty much. Well, we're done. We're done.
We're done. We're not longer gonna help out. Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right then. Cool. All right, now let's see. And then I just have did a whole thing where
I forgot. I don't know if I remember bringing it because I went through all that shit. In Tayo's son, Tayo Sentai, they're an actual Splinter Cell within from the UN, by the way.
Oh my god.
Cause so with the others, it was like a Japanese government thing, secret organization. With this one, this is the UN, like the actual UN, be like, hey yo, here's the Splinter Cell to fight the villain. That's what the Senvok. They're an actual Splinter Cell unit of the UN.
Okay. Oh jeez. Good God.
Yeah.
All right. So I have a big title that says Spider-Man because you told me to write Spider-Man. All right.
Oh yeah, and that was the Spider-Man history bit I just went over. Now you know the history of Spider-Man with Sentai.
Why did they?
So the worst part is because Marvel still owns partially very like I said the whole company. It's so fucking. A few years ago there was. Actually not. It's like almost 10 years right now. There was a big crossover movie with Sentai and Kamen Rider, right? And so you know at the end you have to display all the fucking copyright shit, right? You have to produce, right? So and they had to put the Marvel logo in because remember Marvel partially owns 3 seasons. So when that showed up, because people forgot about that, people were like, oh, what the fuck? Why is the Marvel logo showing up in the Sentai Toei produced? Right? And so people thought that they were going to introduce Japanese Spider-Man into the Sentai universe back. That was an actual rumor theory people had going on back then.
Hey man, not gonna lie.
It's really funny.
It would be pretty hype, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it would be pretty hype to have Japanese Spider-Man, but don't worry, Into the Spider-Verse 2 is coming out at some point, so it's fine.
So the rumors aren't dead, Austin. The rumors aren't dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I do have a question here that I wrote, and I'm pretty sure I was memeing with this one. Why do they really like to use Nazis?
Look, here's the thing about Japan, right? Japan loves that time when they were part of the it was Axis,
okay,
right?
Austin, I think you're about to say some words that are gonna be very controversial. So
okay, look. If watching anime and anything, Japan loves that fucking aesthetic, all right? If military princess style has taught me those military princess fucking anime tropes, right? Japan loves those pseudo-Nazi fucking aesthetics, all right? It's still prevalent in today's Japanese media, all right? That shit hasn't left them.
Oh my god. Okay, they still remember their days with the Nazis, I guess is what you're saying.
The good old days.
Good old days. Again, Austin, we're being recorded here. You know that, right?
Oh.
The good old days, jeez. Oh yeah. So I remember you talking about that one right there.
What explosion?
Yeah, the explosion.
Oh, was it?
Is that when they started using pyrotechnics like that, or what?
No, they've been using pyrotechnics before, whatever. It is Japan's like pyrotechnics is very fucking cheap to produce and to do. Like this season, they just like, fuck it, let's just fucking go on with this shit. It's fun. No, they realized pyrotechnics pretty fucking fun, right?
Okay.
Like no one got hurt in any production, right? As far as we're concerned, no one has ever gotten hurt during production, right? But they're like with Dynamite, they just realized, hey, this explosion stuff pretty fucking fun, you know.
So
right?
I guess they just really like explosions. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is like I said, there's a whole lot of backgrounds. I don't know if this is like a production issue where if they don't use their pyrotechnics, they get cut for next season because you know how in corporate America you have to spend your the company's money or next year's budget they reduce your budget because like, oh, you guys only use this amount this year, why do you guys need this amount, you guys could use this amount again.
Okay.
Right, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of so I assume that's the reason with Dynaman. I'm assuming it's all because of background corporate Toei shit. Because you think a lot of stuff always just try to do like Toei corporate shit, like fuck, we have to because of Toei, you know.
No, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, like you use all of it, or you're gonna get fucked over next season.
Or you get surplus. You better use the surplus, or next year you'll get cut.
Yeah. Okay.
That surplus.
All right, so that's that. Oh yeah. So I have. Hold on. Go forward. Because I think maybe around season 7 or whatever or something. Because I had a question here. It's like.
Well, that was season 7. Dynaman was season 7. That
was season 7. Oh yeah, the baseball thing, right? Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Dynaman season 7.
Okay, so here's my question: is this when they started following trends? Like they started using trends and putting them in their fucking shows?
Yeah, starting with Bioman. That's because this Bioman at this point is, I want to think 1983, 84, right? And that's when the whole that's when, I mean, and that's when they're like, hey yo, people on Earth, the Japanese youth really loves their science, you know. Let's get that science in here, you know. Because remember, like I said, any good corporation, you want to follow the youth trend, so you can always get on top of it and sell your toys, right? And so they realize, hey yo, the Japanese youth really love science. We got the whole sci-fi thing going on right now on Earth. So like, hey yo, let's make this season sci-fi and based, you know.
Okay, so they're just like, yeah, this is the point where he's like, yeah, okay, let's just start making money off the children now.
Yeah, that's when we realized it's all about kids. Gotta exploit the kids.
Okay, and then in talking with kids for number 8, I wrote child soldiers.
Okay, which one was that? Oh, that's Flashman. That's Flash. This Flash. That's Change Man. This is Flashman. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, so that's when they started using child soldiers. But
yeah, that's the one where these kids were kidnapped into fighting a war on Earth. That's when they got Guardian of the Galaxy. Right?
Guardian of the Galaxy.
That's when they got Star-Lorded.
Oh, that's a better term. Yeah, that's when they got Star-Lorded. Yes, indeed. Good God. But I mean, is that a common thing that they just started doing then, or what?
What, child soldier? I mean, we had child rangers, right? But like child soldier, it's only been done like a few. Like the most recent one was in 2015, or whenever ToQger was. That was, let's see, that 1, 2, 3. That was how many seasons? How many fucking seasons was ToQger? ToQger was 7. That was like the one was in 2014, 2015. That was the last time they really had actual child soldiers.
Oh, okay. Nice to know they stopped that for a while now.
But that season, ToQger, really good, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Unironically, really good.
Okay, hold on. I'm about to write this down and put the list of Sentai to watch.
TOQ, like an actual Q.
Oh, okay. So TOQ.
Jur.
And then Jur. Wow, that's alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, that's on the list now.
Okay.
Anyway. So ahead of child soldiers. Oh yeah. Now that I think on it, when did they start using the molded faces thing?
Oh, what do you mean the molded faces
thing?
You
know, whenever you see it on the helmet, sometimes they'll put like the lips on or whatever.
Yeah, that's been going in and out, right? That's really fucking weird. There's not a real consistency. I don't remember what the first season that did that. I want to say it was probably Time Ranger, if I remember correctly, based on these small photographs. Wait, hold on. No, okay, Maskman had it. Mask X1 had it.
Yep.
He probably had it, but I don't remember what other season did it as well prior to Time Ranger. Did Zoo Ranger? No, Zoo Ranger had it. So Zoo Ranger had it, right? So it's been done. So I guess with Zoo Ranger in 1993.
Okay.
They did it.
All right then. So, I guess in lieu of that, let's see. What was I think I was I had a question. It's just called Sixth Ranger Introduction.
Yeah, this is Max X1. So this was around. So this is Hikari Sentai. This was the 11th season by 11. This is the 11th season, but at this point this was still considered the 9th season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where they introduced the concept of this, but they only did it as a one-time thing with this. This guy only appeared in like one episode. I think his character died or something at the end of that episode.
Nice. Oh wait,
yeah.
Let me think on it because it now that reminds me of Jetman. How?
Big thing in Sentai.
Okay, cool. So Def
hey, you know how big? You know how where it all begins?
Where? I swear to God, that's the first season. Is it really the first season?
First season. There we go. There we go. God, that fucking. If I remember, within Gold Ranger, I think the Yellow Ranger dies like 20 episodes in, and he's replaced by his best friend.
Oh shit, dude. Was that at least...
Yeah, Def and Sentai, pretty big. You don't get that nowadays with current Sentai, right? Because that shit, because kids will be like, hey, they killed him. I don't like that, right? Right? But back then, just back during the 70s, where everything was fucking cool back then, remember, just the 70s, alright? This was the 70s and 80s, like, everyone was doing cocaine, we don't know the side effect of cigarettes yet, right? Right? I'm amazed that there was no season where they just straight up just had the Rangers smoking, right? At that point, right? But this was like back then, remember, early 70s to 80s, 70s were like pretty much like the darkest, in terms of, not talking about dark production, like sad, but like it's just like dark, mature story. That's where it's always at, right? During these early 70s, 80s, right? They were just like, fuck it, just fucking go all out with that shit,
Okay, so that answers that. All right. So I had a question where it says devil.
Oh yeah, so that's this season. That's Children Sentai Live Man. So literally what happens in this, it's literally even from the first, so the tagline of this season is, friends, why did you sell your soul to the devil? Alright? That was the literal, that's how they introduced every episode. Right? That's how they started every episode.
Wait,
like when the opening intro goes off, they say that before they go into the 90s Japanese pop era music.
I'm so confused. They just legit tell, like, they're saying to kids, like, why'd you sell your soul to the devil, huh? And on a
so remember, like I was going back to what I was talking about, dark, mature Sentai. Like within the first episode, it's pretty much a group of scientist students go to this island, right? They unearth some evil. The evil is like, hey, as humans, you cannot achieve true science power, blah, 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 right? So join us, throw away your humanity, right? And then the best friend of the Red Ranger, of Liveman, right? Like, literally, I would not shot his friend, like, left his friend for dead to join the evil organization. And that was pretty much that Ranger story arc throughout that season with his friend. And then like two or three other characters also did the same. So pretty much the big bad of their season, that's besides from the great evil, was three of their friends.
Oh my god!
Especially with the Red Ranger, whose friends like, and that all gets resolved by the end, right? And one of the main of Red Falcon, that's the Red Ranger in this season. His story arc throughout for later season when he makes cameo, because he actually does make a few cameo appearances throughout later season, right? For his storyline because of that shit. Where it says like, yeah, this is what happens. I visit their graves. Literally the anniversary where he makes the appearance again. That's how we introduce him. Him visiting the graves of his friends that sold their soul to the devil that he killed in battle.
Oh my god, that's really dark, actually. Holy shit.
Yeah, I told you, William, the 90s didn't care, right?
Oh my god, dude.
This is back when PG-13 rating had meaning, alright?
Oh my god. You know what you're literally telling me is that if I want these kind of storylines, I just have to go back to the 80s.
You literally just have to go back in time, because remember, because this is when we had that. This is when the whole shift of like. This is when Japan had that whole shift of like, hey, from like cool, serious, like the whole anime kawaii aesthetic start coming in, right? Like 2000, like they realized, maybe we should go with this route, right? But like, early 90s set. 70s to 90s Sentais were really a different. If you were to watch literally pretty much any season from those seasons till compared to a current season, right? You can see the big contrast. Like episode 1, people die. Episode 1, hey yo, what's up? I'm a guy in school. Imagination, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah. Also, because of me watching Jetman, my opinion on Mashin Sentai has totally changed at this point.
Yeah, I told you there's literally 2 different sides of the coin, right? That's like there's literally such a big divide between older Sentai to current Sentai to how shows are written and produced, you know.
Yeah, I can see why. At this point, I think I'm more firmly in the 70s era. Yeah.
Yeah, like the old.
That's when stories actually get freaking good. Like, what the hell? I'm not even finished with Jetman yet, and I've been binging watching that shit.
Yeah, it's like I'm not trying to shit talk Courier. Like, even though Courier is more lighthearted and whatnot, there are still good current era seasons. Like Tokuger, like what I bring up, the trade season. Even though they're kids fighting, right? You unravel the conspiracy behind that shit, right? It's not just kids just turn into. It's really dark what happens once you find out what's the reason why.
Because if anything,
it's a big twist.
Okay. So here's.
Hey, well, I'm just gonna bring this up. The Midnight Sky. Okay, there you go. That's it.
Okay. So what you're telling me is after Jetman, Tokuger. Okay, cool.
If you want to watch, like Toki is a good post. It's still a post Gokaiger because a lot of people still consider Gokaiger the 30 to be definitely one of the best, right? In terms of story writing and all that shit. And also it's like probably the best anniversary season because it's an actual season that celebrates Sentai as a whole instead of just having his own stuff. Like, even though going back to that's so fucking far away in these fucking images. God, fuck. Fuck, God. Okay, Mega Ranger, Time Ranger. Fuck. That's that's Bokager. Almost there. Shinkager, Ghost Ranger. Okay, there we go. There. God, Jesus, fuck. God. Yeah. Even though Gokaiger still trying. It still celebrates the season, even though the cast, it still has to do with all these. Because there's a lot of this season really went all out with all the cameo appears. Like nearly, I want to say every 3rd episode or so, you got a past Ranger actor, or every 4 or 5 episodes, you get a past Ranger actor that shows up. Like, hey yo, what's up? Remember me? Hey yo, what's up?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, just tell me which ones does Jetman, and I'll be in for it, man.
Okay.
Look, man, at this point...
Goddamn, you have to go all the way fucking back now.
Look,
because this is in fucking order. Goddamn of your questions. God. Fuck.
Oh my god. Look, man. I'm just saying. Jetman's good. I really like Jetman a lot, man.
Yeah, a lot of people like Jetman. Everyone likes Jetman, alright? Like, there are some Sentais where people are decisive about if it's a good or bad season, but everyone just unanimously agreed, yeah, Jetman. Yeah, Jetman.
Yeah, I mean, they go to hell. I don't know, like, they literally kill all 3 team members and they go to hell. Like, what the fuck is that, man? What the fuck? It's just like, they just killed them all straight up, man. I mean, they get brought back alive, but good god. Anyway, we should focus on the questions.
Yeah.
Teenagers, why not use responsible, mature adults? I'm pretty sure I was memeing there.
Well, okay, yeah. It was around fucking 5-man. It was not 5-man. Turbo Ranger. When they were like, hey yo, high school students, whatever. Hey, is that? Because before up to that, pretty much the cast were like older. Well, not like old, right? They were more like young adults, right? And they're like, hey yo, let's just do teenagers. And fucking kids like, hey yo, teenagers. You know, kids love teenagers. You know,
right?
Get that demographics of the cool kids. You know,
yeah.
Is that cool teenager expect? Like, oh man, those high school students are so cool with their smoking and cocaine. You know?
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Cocaine. But okay, so also fairies. I guess.
That's Turbo Ranger. Yeah. As I said, it's pretty fucking stupid when you think about it. Yeah, literally, that's how the plot goes. Literally, fairies recruits the Rangers to fight pollution from a spot that wants to pollute.
Wasn't this the one with cars? What is with them and cars and using that to fight pollution? What is with that?
Yeah. Look! I haven't seen Turbo Ranger. Turbo Ranger is one of those seasons I considered as far as I'm concerned, is lost from as far as I'm aware. I don't think this entire series has been sub. I know some episodes been sub. I'm not really sure if all Turbo Ranger has been sub for us to answer that question, right?
Okay.
But yeah, that's that season. Like, yeah, the only way to fight pollution is to have car-themed Rangers, all right? That's the only way. Wait, this is the way. The Mandalorian has taught me anything.
Okay. All right. That's a fucking answered my question, I guess. All right. So, here we go. Oh yeah. So this is also my thing. Why didn't they use Jetman for Power Rangers?
Okay. All right. So Zoo Ranger was 1993. Jetman 1992, if I remember correctly. Because remember, it's not like you could just straight up adapt Sentai over to Jetman. Like here's the thing, Jetman was considered to be adapted, right? At first they're like, all right, we're gonna go with Jetman because they're like, because remember, this back then with Ever Japan, I think it's the best fucking season ever. Because remember, Trends, because like I keep telling you, Trends is a major fucking theme when you make a children's franchise, right? Because you gotta sell those stupid toys to kids, right? Because like I told you before, the reason why one of the main reasons Jurassic Park came out, right?
Yeah.
Literally, Jurassic Park came out the year, was airing around the same time when Zoo Ranger, Power Rangers was in production, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, Saban was like, hey yo, kids love that Power Ranger. I mean, loves that Jurassic Park. They love that da 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 da, right?
Yeah.
Like kids love it. So they're like, hey yo, let's adapt Zoo Ranger instead of Jetman, right? Because I'm pretty sure I thought I know kids are gonna like bird theme power. Dinosaurs though, kids love dinosaurs.
Oh my God.
No kids can say no to dinosaurs, right?
I'm kind of annoyed at that now. I'm really annoyed at that. I would have liked for Jetman to have been the first Power Rangers. Good God, they go to hell, man. I want an episode where they go to hell. Just please give me that.
Give you hell?
Yes, send me to hell, Austin. Send me to.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Seriously though, I mean no, I'm not. I'm trying not to get back into Jetman again. Okay. My next question was perversion. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, look, as you, there's a cultural difference between Japan and America. All right.
Yeah, I would say.
I'm just gonna say that much. I can still watch any anime season where there's a 5,000-year-old dragon goddess that has the appearance of a small child, right? Right. I'm like. Right, this is just that big cultural difference shit, right? In America, this would be considered sexual harassment, or something worse, right? But in Japan, they're like, "Hey, yo, what's up? Welcome to Japan."
This doesn't make it any better, Austin. God, holy shit.
Hey, wait. Cultural difference, all right? That's all that matters.
Okay.
Hey.
So aside from the perversion, okay, my next question was, oh yeah, there was something about a retcon.
Yeah, so this was when Old Ranger, right? That's when Old Ranger started. This was at the time. This is when they retcon Gold Ranger and Jaka to be officially be the first and second respective Sentai season respectively. All right? That's when they did that. That's when because before I don't know why it took them so long to retcon both of these seasons, even though both of these literally had all the basic establishment of Sentai season. They just waited like 19 years. Like, hey, do you remember that show we made in the 70s called Gold Ranger and Jaka? Right? And they was like, oh yeah, what about, hey, should we wreck? I was like, oh yeah, we probably should, right? How long has it been, like 19 years? Oh yeah, just throw it in. Just suddenly throw that shit in. Okay. And none of us gonna know us.
But here's
the worst part is,
I mean,
the year before with I think Kaku Ranger, they had an anniversary movie that celebrated. Hey yo, then we're going to the celebration of Sentai, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But here's my thing: why was the retcon even necessary? Like, I mean, isn't like I know it's
because they just had they just had those series, right? They're like, it's pretty much these are pretty much literally the exact same thing as current Sentai. You know, it's like we might as well just put them in, right? Because whenever I was going all the way back to Battlefield, that's why they introduced the Sentai label, the Super Sentai label, and all that stuff, and they just never thought of it. At this point, you would just they were probably just considering Jaka and Go to be like side franchise, like side series, right? Because remember, Toei in the 70s made a bunch of tokusatsu show, as we could tell by their YouTube channel, right? They just made a whole bunch of shows, right? And they're just like, I mean, these shows are so similar in aspect, right? You might as well you might as well just retcon him to be Sentai, right? It's not like if they were like trying to retcon something like Marvel and Marvel and Star Trek to be in the same universe, right? It's not like that type of thing. They're just like, it's similar, like, yeah, might as well put it in, right?
Okay, so it's just like an afterthought or something like that.
Yeah, they realized, I was like, these shows are pretty much the similar. We might as well just put them under the label, right? And say it's they've always been there, you know? Because like I said, Go Ranger established the basic fundamentals of Sentai. Right, with the 5 Rangers, you fight the evil. Sometimes there's an organization that recruits the people, science and all that mumbo jumbo, right?
Okay, that's a lot. All right. Next question. Bad CGI and first use of morphers for the same season. What was it? What was that one?
Oh, I don't.
Do you remember any?
What was that season?
I don't know. I haven't written under 17. So
that would be Die Ranger? But I don't know. What the fuck did we ever talk about CGI? I don't remember that shit.
I remember CGI being mentioned somewhere.
Oh, okay. I don't remember anything about CGI. Not according to my notes that I have written down. I don't remember I was talking about CGI.
I must have been thinking of something then. All right. Well, as one with the lost seasons, we'll consider this a lost question.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. This one I know is with Time Ranger.
Yeah, Time Ranger. Oh, we're just skipping ahead. Skipping ahead.
Yep, because I mean.
Oh yeah, I knew we gotta introduce these two. This is so this was a thing in Car Ranger. Because remember, this is why I talk about Car Ranger was the 20th anniversary season. Because this is when they retcon.
Oh.
This is when they just made a big parody of the Sentai. We just had these two characters. Fuck, I don't even remember these names. They're these fucking characters. I know their American names. I don't remember their Japanese name. This is. I don't want to miss the Phantom Ranger, because this is the Ranger Allies. This is when they introduced the concept of Ranger Allies, right? Like, oh no, this is when it has 2 Rangers, because we had Kaku Ranger, another great season with ninjas and all. Oh, by the way, hey, the reason this season started was the dumbest shit ever, right?
What do you mean?
So here's how this season started. So we have the Red Ranger, right? He is a descendant of a ninja, of one of the greatest ninja, right?
Right.
His ancestor sealed away the great evil, right? So many generations later, we have Sasuke, right? He's like, "Hey, yo, what's up? I'm the descendant of great," and this fucking random character, "Hey, yo, Sasuke." He's like, "Hey, yo, what's up? I'm Sasuke. Hey, open this door." He's like, "Sure."
No.
But guess what was behind the door?
The evil darkness or whatever.
That his ancestor sealed away. His great famous. He's like, ah, fuck! I got tricked.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah, that's how that season started.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to get that to my notes. That was pretty fucking funny.
Was it at least good? Was the season at least good?
Yeah, it was pretty great. Like I said, you had Suki Hime is what I remember. Hime, her being the female leader, I was like, she had a lot of burdens, you know, and all that stuff. So her character's pretty good. Okay. I like this season. This season was great.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Because as long as because like if that was gonna set the tone for everything, I was gonna be very annoyed because it sounds ridiculous. Just like my ancestors to sacrifice their lives to seal this thing away, and I'm just gonna open the door.
Countless numbers of ninjas fought this great evil,
and then he opens the door to let it out. Oh my god!
Hey, look! Wait. The creature, the spirit that tricked him was very good with words. All right. Yeah. Hey, like I said, my frisbee is stuck. Can you open the door to get it for me?
I swear to God, if you're being serious, that's what's being said.
No. What's it said? I don't remember the exact reason. I just remember it was something really stupid. How the spirit tricked him to open the door to unleash the great evil again. Ugh. That his ancestor fucking sacrificed their lives for.
Oh my god. Also, here's my thing. Why is the Red Ranger so prominent in certain in certain shots when he's not even the leader?
Look, it's just like at this point, they just have the Red Ranger as the leader, right? And because it's like Red is cool, right? That's just it, right? That's just it. It's just like the role of the Red Ranger at this point is so prominent, right? That even if he's not the leader of the team, they just put him in front. It's really fucking stupid, right? I understand, like in this season we had Suki Hime. right? She's the leader of the team, but as you say, she's still in the back shot, right?
Yeah.
It's really, because remember, hey, Japan, not the most progressive country on earth. I don't know if you know that,
right? You tell me there's a thing about transgender roles in Kamen Rider, and that's a thing too. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, like I was saying, as me and Three, I tell you, Japan, not what I put number one on human. I mean, well, they're pretty good at human. I don't know if I put up progressive rights.
Yeah.
Right. You know.
Yeah, they're still kind of homophobic from what I'm understanding.
Yeah.
But okay. So aside from the brief political rant there, I mean it's not even really political. Let's see. After Time Ranger, good opening. Send me that link, which you did. The next one was cameos, and then the other one more cameos. This is like, I don't remember what else. Like, it had something to do with cameos. I just wrote cameos because I didn't have time to write a whole thing down.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I mean, we had that with Gal Ranger, and this with Gal Ranger. Now the 25th anniversary season, right? They're like, so for this one, they're like, even though this is still its own self-contained, has nothing to do with the right, they had a special crossover to celebrate the 25th anniversary. That's when they brought in a bunch of past Ranger actors to come in to be like, hey, yo, to reprise their role. Because before that, even though we had past Ranger actors in other series, they would just play different characters. You know, it's not like it's like if you got it's like how in Marvel, if you got Robert Downey Jr., right, right, and you make him appear in Spider-Man, right, he just appears as a background, as a side, like as a side character, and not as something like as Tony Stark, right? That's what we had before in the past. But with this season being the 20th, they're like, hey, yo, let's get back a bunch of past Ranger actors and for this crossover, which is what they did, right?
Yeah. All right. So that's cameos, and now let's see what the next question is.
I think you were referring to Hurricaneger, right? Because this is when I was going back to how we have the Green Ranger, Shurikenger, right? Because in that season, I was talking about his whole character storyline, of his whole character storyline of, hey, like he was like originally he was a character, but then he did some great he had something happen to him where it's like, hey, yo, I can no longer be me. Right, so he threw away his name. He threw away his physic, his appearance, and so basically that's whenever he appeared on. Well, he may appear morphed after this, but whenever he appeared in human form, right, it was a past Ranger actor playing him. This goes going back to the whole Tony Stark analogy I was going after before, right. I've been playing a different past Ranger. So in this season, it was pretty cool. Whenever he appeared unmorphed. It was just a past Ranger actor just showing up, like, hey yo, what's up? Hey yo, it's me, a new character. But I was playing by this guy who played this other character. Yeah.
All right. So that's the coolness of the cameo. And now, I have here, the parallel universes and the weird 5th Ranger status.
Okay, yeah. So here's the thing, right? So within Sentai, up until this point, right, up until Aba Ranger, as far as I'm aware of, we have established that everything within Sentai takes place on the same Earth.
Right.
Here's the same Earth that for the last, at this point with Aba Ranger, this is like, what, the 27th season? For the last 27 years in Japan has been attacked every single day by different evil organization nonstop, right? So they finally established, like, hey, what if instead of one Earth, there's multiple Earths, right? But this one is very loose with that shit. It's still the same exact Japanese Sentai Earth. It's like, hey, yo, there's just another universe that exists, right? It wasn't until later season when they start to say, hey, yo, instead of 2 parallel Earths, there's a whole bunch of parallel Earths, right? And then with next year's season, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger, the 45th anniversary, that's when they're really gonna go out with the whole parallel Earth timeline of their concept, right? Because before all this stuff, he has been pretty much been taking on the exact same Earth. And then I think with Go Under, they established that there are 11 Earths within 11 parallel universes within Sentai.
Oh my god! But
right?
I mean,
yeah.
So
because that was this season's theme.
So it was not
because when they had the evil machine people that want to pollute the Earth.
Oh my god, with cars
from the pollution universe that wants to come in and attack Earth again. Yeah, like I said, Japan's biggest enemy is not evil organization or Nazi, just pollution. Apparently.
Oh god, no, but yeah, that's so parallel universes. It wasn't just a one-off. It did end up being used in.
I mean, this season it pretty much had it as a. They just said that in this universe, there's a universe where dinosaur exists, and that was it.
Oh,
here's dinosaurs.
So,
here's an Earth with dinosaur. It wasn't a big thing. They just said, "Hey, yo, what's up?" There's 2 Earths. That's it.
Okay, so it's not taken seriously, or they don't use it for any real purpose. It's just a thing to explain.
Yeah, they just had like the Black Ranger, his character. He's from the dinosaur Earth. I think it's called like Dinosaur Earth or Dino Earth. Yeah. That's not sitting with the universe where there's still dinosaurs, but it's called Dino Earth. In case you want to know.
Oh, fantastic! I was wondering. I was very.
The Earth where there's still a dinosaur that exists is just called Dino Earth.
Oh,
all right, is that called Earth 2? Right? Or anything? It's just straight up just called Dino Earth.
They don't even bother calling it our Earth 646 or something like that.
Nope, it's just Dino Earth.
Oh my god, that's.
Oh yeah, so yeah, and then back to your thing about Six Ranger. So that's when they started being very loose with the Six. This is when they started experimenting, because Sentai's all about experimentations and all that shit. Gotta figure out what's hip. Gotta do new things, right? This season's really weird. There's only 5 Rangers that appear throughout the season, right? But then we have the White Ranger, Aubrey Killer. He's just straight up considered the Sixth Ranger at that point. It's just straight up do it. I don't care. They don't care. Fuck it. Yeah, what are you gonna do? You gonna stop? You gonna stop us? And we're towing. What are you gonna do?
Well, you know what? Fair. I can't exactly do anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's freaking. So it's just them just experimenting with the thing and just being like whatever with it.
Yeah, and then this is the season. This also is awesome because this is when they experiment. So in other seasons we only had 3 Rangers. We had Taio's Sun Vulcan, which only had 3 Rangers throughout the entire run, and then we had other season which had only 5. But this is the only season that has 4 core Rangers, right? 4 Rangers. We had others that started off with 3 Rangers, then 2 more Rangers joined, and then we have the full 5 Ranger team. Right, but there's only just 4 Rangers throughout the entire, in terms of the core being the primary 5 Rangers, right? Yeah.
So,
a lot of experimentation with this season, by the way, in case you couldn't tell.
Yeah, I can see that. But then what's the? Hold on, I have another question here. Geki Ranger is written down, which is whatever.
Yeah, there's also another good season. Deca Ranger, another good season. A lot of people say in 2000 era Sentai, probably one of the best 2000 era Sentai. This season is really fucking good.
Okay. So this is one with the samurai. That one I wrote down, so I know when to talk about.
Geki Ranger was the Kung Fu season. This was the Kung Fu season.
No, with the samurai is what I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean Shinkenger?
Yeah,
my personal favorite season. Another good season as well.
Is that the only time when they started doing the Kamen Rider thing, or what? The crossover.
Yes and no. This is the one where they had an actual crossover with Kamen Rider, with this at the time of this production, it was Kamen Rider Decade, right? That's what. Before I think it was with Jacka all the way back. Fuck. I fucking hate this slideshow.
I love that you just realized you had to go back when we were talking. Oh my god.
Jackman, 5 minutes. Live man and ass man. Change man, bio man. Okay, fuck. Okay, we made it all the way back to Jacka.
Oh my god.
Back to the second season, all right? They had a crossover movie with Go Ranger, right? With Go Ranger, right? This was the first crossover movie, by the way. Even that's how early concepts were started, right? With crossovers movies, they had a crossover movie where Jacka with Jacka teams up with the Go Rangers, right? And they had this throwaway scene, right? Where as they're in front of this world map, right? We have to leave the way like, all right, this is what's happening around the Earth, and they just name drop other Kamen Rider season, like, oh yeah, Kamen Rider V3 is fighting in West Japan. Kamen Rider Amazon is fighting in the Amazon. Right?
Okay. Oh shit.
Like, yeah, they had named I think prior to Shinkenger making the official appearance, like we assumed that both these series were set in their own different timeline of universes, right? Yeah. So with this, they did even as early as Jacka, right? They did establish that, hey, Kamen Rider exists, right? But it was very loosely how it was interpreted, right? Because with Jacka versus Go Ranger, when they said, hey yo, here's Kamen Rider V3. That's Kamen Rider V3, the black and orange, the black and the green and the green and red guy. Hey, he's like, oh yeah, here's Kamen Rider V3. He's fighting in West Japan. Right, I don't have a picture of Kamen Rider Amazon, but they're like, yeah, here's Kamen Rider Amazon fighting it in the Amazon. But even they still establish that, they may not be in the same universe. Here's a name drop. Like, there's more like a cameo appearance, if anything, back then. Right? It's like how in fucking going back to Marvel, like when they just name drop like other Marvel characters, like, hey, this could be Namor the Submariner in the MCU. Who knows? Who knows? What's up with that underwater stuff? Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But with Zenkaiger, they officially established like, hey yo, we, because before they've just been treating these as separate franchises, but they're like, hey yo, we should probably start introducing these franchises together. Like, hey, what's up? Yeah. So this is the first official crossover between both franchises, which is really cool. Which was really weird if you only watch one series and you didn't watch the other, because at the time that Zenkaiger was airing for me, right, I've only just watched Sentai, right, so I didn't know what Kamen Rider was, right, so when the crossover, I was like, what the fuck is this? I was truly so confused by the concept of Kamen Rider, because we're at this time of Zenkaiger, at the time when I was watching, I didn't know what the Kamen Rider franchise was. So when Kamen Rider DK, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? What the fuck is all this about? I don't understand a single shit about this, right? And then it wasn't until like a year later was when I actually started getting involved with Kamen. I was like, oh, all this shit makes sense now. Now I understand. Because it didn't help that Kamen Rider DK was an anniversary season, so when he used a bunch of past rider, powers. I was like, what the fuck is all this power he has? How can he do all this shit, right? It's just really fucking weird when I was watching that crossover episode with DK, and he just started doing all these other past Kamen Rider abilities.
Oh my God.
I didn't understand a single thing. I was like, what the fuck is this? Because the thing is, even in that season, right, we had Kamen Rider Blade. Not Kamen Rider Blades with an S. Kamen Rider Blade appeared in that because Kamen Rider DK is able to use past Kamen Rider power, right? So he brought out Kamen Rider Blade. Who the fuck is this other guy? I was like, this doesn't make sense.
I just love that, one show has you go down the rabbit hole of Kamen Rider, and Kamen Rider just makes you go down an even bigger rabbit hole to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it's really fucking confusing when I originally watched Zenkaiger and they had the whole DK crossover episode.
That's amazing. Holy shit. Alright, so now, okay, so here's my next question. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it goes from... Oh, wait, no, I missed that one.
Okay, I have to go back. How far do I have to go back?
I mean, something about angels.
Oh, yeah, that's the next season. That's Tensho Sentai Go Sager, right? Yeah. So these characters are angels, right? But it's very loose, very loose. It really has nothing to do with Judo Christianity's concept of angels, right? They're just angels, but they literally could have just been called anything else, right? It's really, they could have just literally been called anything else. They just said that, yeah, we're angels, but you're like, what the fuck does that mean? It doesn't mean anything within like a religious concept of our understanding, right? Like if someone were to tell you that they're an angel, you will have it associated with like Judo Christianity's concept of angels, like we're agents of God, right? Like that, right? Yeah. But it has nothing to do with anything. They're just straight up, we're angels. Like, oh, angels of what? The earth. What the fuck does that mean? Or just like that.
Oh gosh, that's really okay. Yeah, but
it's very loose. Like they're called, like they said that they're angels, right? Like so they're from the air, the Red Ranger and the Pink are from the air tribe. The Black and the Yellow are from the Earth tribe, and then the Blue Ranger is from the Water tribe. Oh yeah, he had a partner that died. By the way, there was originally a Green Ranger in this team, but he died in a flashback of his character.
Well, he died in a flashback. They didn't even bother introducing him and making him a character of his own.
No, here's the worst part is his partner, right? Because they're all not like relationship partner, but like in terms of like professional business partners, right? These two are partners from the Earth tribe. The Pink and the Red Rangers are partner from the Sky tribe. The Blue Ranger had a partner who was the Green Ranger, right? From the Water tribe. And we find out in one episode that he because if this is like they started out that everyone has a partner, but like earlier you're like, hey yo, where's the Blue Ranger's partner, right? And at that point you're thinking, oh, he's for like the Sixth Ranger or some shit, right? Then we just found out no, he just straight up died. He died in an episode, and in the flashback they dedicate to learning his character's backstory about his past and his partner.
Oh wow,
right?
So they really just didn't give a shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like it didn't help. Like when they showed his partner's suit, they didn't even make a suit. They just color corrected his current suit to be green. Yeah.
Oh god, it's actually really bad.
Yeah, it's even worse when in terms of his part literally appeared in Ranger form for like less than 2 seconds.
Oh my god.
From the back. It's not even like a full like you see the full suit. You only see like his back shoulder or some shit or his back leg.
Really?
Yeah, of him in Ranger form before he dies.
Oh my god, that's some disrespect there. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's Ghost Ranger. Also, this guy's a robot, by the way.
What?
This guy right here, the Sixth Ranger, Ghost Ranger, he's a robot. He's a robot of Earth.
A robot.
The Earth.
A robot of Earth. How?
Of Angel Earth.
Of
all right?
Angel. How? Do robots have souls? The angels not? Wait, what? No, hold on. I'm having an existential crisis right now. Jesus.
Yeah, this guy is just straight up a robot. So before with past Sixth Ranger, they just been humans. This is the first robot that's a Sixth Ranger.
Oh.
As far as I'm aware, as far as I remember, because in a few seasons later, we would get another robot Sixth Ranger, but he would be the first robot Sixth Ranger.
Okay.
To show up. Yeah.
Huh, that's
he only cares for the Earth. Yeah, the Earth created a robot to protect it. All right.
Okay, sure. I guess the Earth somehow mastered advanced circuitry and shit. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what Earth is known for. All right.
It's advanced circuitry like that just happens randomly in a cave or something. Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, but my thing about the whole Angels thing too was like
but back to Ghost Ranger. Yep.
Oh yeah. They were introduced in the movie.
Yeah. So here's how. Yeah. So before then, every Ranger would just appear. The first time you would learn about every Ranger season was when the series started, right? Like, so when Zenkaiger started, that's when you get introduced to the Zenkaiger team. Like, this is the first time. Like, yo, what's up, right? So prior to this, every season would do a crossover with the previous. So in this case, Zenkaiger did a crossover movie with the Go Onger, right? And then back when Go Onger was airing, they did a crossover with Geki Ranger, and then when Geki Ranger was aired, they did a crossover with Volkanger, and then yada yada yada. Then you just keep going back on, right? So then with this movie, the Zenkaiger with Go Onger crossover movie, these Ranger has a cameo appearance in the movie. Okay. Right, as like here's a sneak peek of next season, right? It's literally like a sneak peek, right? It's not like these Ranger has like a predominant role, like hey yo what's up? It's not like they show up to the Zenkaiger, right? Like hey yo what's up? Where they Go Under, right? They literally have a straight off side piece. They write pretty much in every crossover season. They do like this side episode with the main villains, right? While the main villains are fighting, like a side villain be like, all right, I'm gonna do my side shit, right? Oh boy, I'm sneaking off, right? I'm sneaking off, and then the next team will show up like, hey yo, what's up? And they're like, who are you? Like, well, I've never seen you guys before. And like, hey yo, what's up? We're the next season, and then they do their next season gimmick. They show off their cool concept. Pretty much, it's literally just a cameo appearance. They do this in Kamen Rider too, by the way. They do this with the Kamen Rider movies as well. Where they have the next Kamen Rider make their official appearance in that Kamen Rider season's movie.
Okay, so
before that Kamen Rider season airs.
So this is something I would expect from after Machine Sentai, right? In Machine Sentai, they would just like have the movie would come out, and then then they would show off the next season, but somewhere in the movie. Yeah, somewhere in the movie. Yeah. Okay. I don't remember if they've been doing it. Yes, they haven't. Yes, they still do that. I can't remember if they started doing it recently. If they stopped doing that or not, because they do a duty trend and they stop doing it and they start off. It's really fucking weird. Okay. It's really fucking but with Ghost Ranger, with the Ghost Ranger team, not counting Ghost Knight, he doesn't show up until like 20th. They hide the 6. They don't show this. They just show the 5 core teams. Pretty much with these, they always just show the core teams, like the main 5 Rangers, right? So in this case, you have Ghost Ranger red, blue, yellow, black, pink, just straight up show up in the Zenkaiger versus Go Onger movie, saying, "Hey yo, what's up?" While the Zenkaiger and Go Onger were team up to fight the big bad, right? A side villain was being like, "Oh boy, I'm gonna do my evil plans now." While the Rangers are too busy fighting the big bad, I'm gonna go commit my crime, right? And then the Ghost Ranger shows like, "Hey yo, what's up? We're the Ghost Ranger. Here's our gimmick." And then they use this as a point to just promote. Like I said, all this is just
promotional shit, right? Because you gotta sell the toys. This is when they have the next Ranger show up to promote their shit, right? Yeah, they show up, they do their gimmick and all that shit, right? And whatnot.
Okay. So, all right, but when did they start doing that though? The whole movie thing and then teasing the next.
Yeah,
season?
Ghost Ager.
And just in Ghost Ager?
They were the first one
just
to...
in Ghost Ager? Okay, I was just thinking...
Yeah, that's when they started doing it. Because before that, literally, they would just show up. You would learn about them from their debut episode. Like you only learned about Shinkenger from the first episode of Shinkenger.
Okay.
Right? But then starting with Ghost Ager, that's when they started doing the whole movie cameo appearance. Like, so that's why when the time that Ghost Ager versus Shinkenger aired was happening. That's when the Gokaiger had their cameo appearance. Like, hey yo, what's up? We're the Gokaiger. Here's our cameo and here's our gimmick that we do. Right? Okay.
Alright, so that question is done. Let's see.
Oh yeah, God, I'm looking at my notes again. I had so many notes for Gokaiger because that's how fucking good this season was.
Oh shit, man. Alright, so I had pirates, I had spies.
Let me go through this. I have a lot of shit with Gokaiger. So Gokaiger is considered one of the best seasons, right? Not because it's an anniversary that celebrates the franchise, but just how well the season's done, right? So even though they try to make it, they try not to have the cameos be overtaken. Like the characters are still really good and all that shit. Like a majority of these casts they call them legend episodes, right? Where they have the past ranger appear, right? They use these. They don't just have them to be like, hey yo, what's up? Like I'm the past. Blah 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 Rangers. They use it to tie up story ads too. Oh, right.
Okay.
Like there's an episode that's dedicated to Jetman, right? That ties up Jetman stuff that you will learn about after you finish watching Jetman. Because after you finish watching Jetman, you're gonna be left with some questions, right? I'm not gonna lie, you actually will be left with questions that they don't resolve in Jetman. So with Gokaiger, when they do their cameo legend episodes, besides just having the Rangers be like having the past ranger show up, like, hey yo, what's up? I'm the past ranger. Here's my cameo appearance and everything, right? They do use them to tie up loose ends of story stuff and everything. So it doesn't feel like it's just a glorified cameo of them just showing up like, hey yo, what's up? What's up? That's it. Bye. Right?
Okay. So
yeah. So the cameo appearance in the show have meaning. You know, right? So
basically, when I'm finished with Jetman, I'm gonna be fucking pissed off. I'm gonna have to go to this season and just watch an episode and see how they tie it up.
Yeah, just to resolve that one. Like majority of do tie up loose ends, right? And this season is also very good, as I said. It's considered the best.
But do they tie
one
up
of the
their
best?
Own loose ends?
Yes, they do. Because here's the thing about this, because every of these characters do have their own character dynamic, and all the like the Pink Ranger is a princess from a planet that gets blown up by the main antagonist, right?
Jeez.
Yeah. The Blue Ranger, best friend gets turned into a cyborg that he has to fight.
Nice.
That is the henchman to the main bad, right? This guy's an amnesiac. He doesn't remember shit about his life. He's like, what's going on with my life? Gotta find out about my life.
Nice.
You know, right? This guy's just Gokai Red. He's just trying to be cool. He's like, hey, yo,
he's just a cool character.
What's up?
He's like, hey, I'm just here.
I think if I remember Gokai Yellow's backstory, child soldier.
Oh my god! What is with Japan and child soldiers, man? What is with that? Oh my god! It's like everywhere I see.
I think it's either that or she's a refugee or something like that.
Okay.
One of those is both of them are pretty much like, and then we have Gokai, who's just a fanboy of Earth. Who's like, hey yo, what's up? I know everything about Sentai. Let me join your team. Oh yeah, so like I was explaining to you in the explanation, all the 5 core Rangers are not from Earth. They're not Earthlings, right?
Yeah.
They're straight up just literal aliens that visit Earth, and they don't care about Earth. That's the best part. Because their goal is to look for... Because I think it's just because they have so much I have to explain. Their goal is just to find the greatest treasure that just happens to be on Earth.
They have to find
and so they get tied into... Yeah, they pretty much literally just trying to find the One Piece, but it's on Earth. But Earth keeps getting attacked, and so because of that, I don't consider them as like real heroes. I mean, they're heroes, but they're like we're fighting to protect the Earth, right?
They're heroes of circumstance. They're like, yeah, I'm just here for the treasure, but we'll save you on the way.
Their characters do grow. When they do grow to love Earth, right?
Okay.
At first, when they start like, fuck this, man. We just want the treasure. They just straight up say, hey, we're only here on your planet to protect you so we can find the treasure. After we're done, we're leaving, right? But as it's about, at the end, they're like, hey, this planet, not that, hey, pretty great, you know? Some pretty great stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, because we have Gokai Silver. Like, he's the only guy that's actually from Earth. He's a natural Earthling, right? He's like, who's a fan of Like, he keeps the other members grounded. Right, like,
Okay.
hey, you guys, I know you guys want to kill people on Earth and rob them. Oh yeah, but I think they robbed a character. They just robbed a random civilian in an episode.
Oh,
by
no.
the way,
Oh no, that's not okay. Nice.
you know,
They're teaching the kids don't be pirates.
he's there. He keeps the other Rangers. He keeps that's it right there. That's that guy.
Okay.
He keeps the other Rangers grounded in reality. You know, with everything of Earth. You know, because like I said, these characters literally do not care about Earth or the life on it,
Until
right?
they do.
They're just there for their goal. Until the end, they learn about the true meaning of friendship.
Okay, there you go. There's the moral of the story.
And that's just the one where this had the big crossover movie where they got every single Ranger to fight in the big war. Like that opening, the opening to Zenkaiger, the opening scene is the best scene ever in Sentai history because it started with a flat out war of every Ranger.
Oh my god. Shit.
Yeah, fighting the Empire. All right. That was my Zenkaiger rant.
That's your Kikai rant of the day. Alright. Ow. Shouldn't have done that. Ow. Okay, so here's, I think it's right after this. I wrote Spies, and then.
Yep.
Okay, and then after the Spies, I wrote. Also, wasn't the Spies the one with the keys that just had like the one guy having like badges or something all over him or something? Or was that the Pirates?
Oh no, that's Zenkaiger. That's Gokai Silver's power up mode. When he gathers the power of the past 6 Ranger by taking their face off.
Yeah, there you go. That's God damn it. I'm so mad at that. I'm so mad at that thing. But okay. So yeah, here's the thing. After the Spies, I had for the season afterwards, I had.
Oh yeah, Ko-Yuger, yeah.
The one that was the one with the Korean second season, right? Before we get into that, this is what I wanted to know, because I remember you saying that like there was like they had like this is the one where they had all writers throughout, right?
Mm-hmm.
So was this not a thing? And you said like this is like the one time that they did this, so they didn't do this beforehand. Did they have lead writers or like a writing team, or they just like?
I mean, they had a staff of writers, you know, right? But they had writers going in and out who wrote every single episode, right?
But they didn't leave plans or anything. They didn't work together to plan out.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they worked together, you know. But it's like everyone just like, hey, yo, I'm writing this episode. I'm gonna do it my way. I mean, and I'm pretty sure they were like, hey, here's some previous story notes. Here's some characters. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever.
Okay.
Right.
Because because the thing is, when you told me that, I'm like,
I mean, it doesn't create like even though every other season had different writers, it doesn't create like major inconsistency. Like it's not like you gotta have one episode where the Rangers like, hey yo, let's go burn that puppy mill, right? And then next episode they're like, hey, who burned that puppy mill? We should fix it, right? It's not like that, right? It's just like everyone's just had a different team of writers going in and out to give new story ideas, right?
Okay.
Pretty much, it's like that. It's like how the Simpsons were done. It's like how the Simpsons done. Like even though the Simpsons has like a bunch of writers, right? Right, but it's not like it does not create like it just has like a bunch to offer different story ideas.
Okay.
In beats, right? Like so Ko-Yuger still had like a bunch of other writers, but it had like one series head, right? They had one guy that was in charge of the entire series of writing it. Like compared to others, we just had like a bunch of different people compared to writing the story, right? It's the same thing with Kamen Rider Saber right now, right? Because Kamen Rider they have like I think right now it's Saber. There's 3 writers on the Saber writing team that's writing out episodes, right? Yeah, it's like that.
Okay.
It's not like really a bad thing. It's just a series just had more in terms of like consistency and character growth. This is more prevalent in this series. Right, every other still has character growths, you know, and all stuff like that. But it's either like because it had the same writer throughout the entire from start to finish. He's like you felt like these characters were like, oh yeah, okay, I see it, right? It's not like how one episode they like this guy one of the Rangers like, hey yo, what's up? I like ice cream. And then a few episodes they're like, hey, let's go try out ice cream. I heard that's a good thing, right? It's not like that.
Okay.
It's more so like, what's this thing called ice cream? Let's try it. Next episode, hey, I like this thing called ice cream. I'm really glad we try it.
Nice.
It's like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because the thing is, I was like, for a second, a hot second there, I was thinking like, how did they not end up with a Last Jedi scenario?
Yeah. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, right? It doesn't go to that type of bad inconsistency, bad story writing. You know.
Okay, that's good. It had me wondering how did not happen before, but also.
Yeah. I mean, like, the closest one I can say was going back all the way to Old Ranger. Fuck. God. fuck.
This is great. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's not like it's bad because that's the one where it was bad because like it was this is the one where an actual terrorist attack happened in Japan at time of production. Right.
Yeah, and that's
what. It's like how in America, how we had like you remember with Spider-Man 1, we had the whole Twin Towers thing being heavily and then 9/11, then like they had to get rid of it. It's kind of like that. That's what happened with old Ranger, right? Like they had story
too, right?
Yeah, with Lilo and Stitch, the exact same thing, right?
Yeah.
And because of that, like this season really suffered because of it. Because they had a terrorist and they also had a natural disaster. Because I think an earthquake also happened during production as well.
Ooh, that's harsh actually. To have two terrible things happen in one go for this season.
Yeah.
Shit.
So this season really suffered because of that. Right, because a lot of with Old Ranger, if you would notice like they do abandon a lot of story threads, right, real quickly. Or when they don't abandon, they resolved it real quickly all of a sudden, right? It's like one episode's like, oh yeah, I need to find the guy who killed my mom. Every episode, all right, I'm glad we found the guy who killed my mom. We did that in 20 minutes. I'm so glad after 20 years of searching for the killer of my mom, we did it. All right, now let's go get ice cream.
Oh god, that's actually
to celebrate.
Wow. All right, then shit.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Yeah, like real world events heavily dictates how seasons are written as well.
Yeah, that's happening with Machine Sentai right now too, actually.
Yeah, we had that whole thing with Kira Major and Saber as well, not Saber with the last Kamen Rider season that happened. Yep.
Also, okay, so my thing still going off the no real collab or anything, right?
Yeah.
So they is the second season technically canon or whatever?
Look, that's the weird thing. That's the biggest debate right now about the set. So here's the history about Power Rangers in Japan, right? They get it dubbed. They dub it over there, right?
Yeah.
They dub Power instead of like with here in US where Hasbro, the current rights holder, takes the Sentai stuff and they cut out all the human footage, right? And they only use the stock action footage, right? Yeah. In Korea, they just straight up dub it, right?
Okay.
They just straight up dub it. And then the Q Roger, right? Yeah. It was so popular over there in Japan that not in Korea. They're like, hey yo, make more episodes for us, right? We'll pay straight up. We'll commission 12 more episodes for you to continue the storyline, right?
Oh, well then, shit.
Right. And so here's the thing. So this season is really half and half. Like this season exists, but it doesn't. It hasn't been officially acknowledged by Toei to be a continuation. Like Toei produced it, right? They have their names over it, and also here's the thing. Also forgot to mention this in a trend. So one thing that Sentai does as a trend at the last episode of every season, right? The Red Ranger makes an appearance, doing these. It's called passing the torch, right? It's not canon of it. It's like except one season where they actually made it canon. But it's like a side, literally at the end of like a post-credit scene, if you will, where you see the Red Ranger in suit, right? And then the next Red Ranger comes in, right? And then they literally pass off the torch where they high five one another as the next Ranger walk towards us, right? To be like, hey yo, here's the new and then the past Red Ranger in the foreground walks backwards, saying, hey yo, all right, I'm done. I'm passing the literal torch, right?
Right.
It's like that. That's the thing they do. That started in 2000, right? But with this one, so the reason I say this one is canon was because the last episode of this season had the next Red Ranger show up to do the passing the torch, right? Even though he already did it with the Japanese cast.
Okay. That's. All right then. Shit.
Yeah.
So it's technically
really
canon, but
not
technically
this
not
cast.
canon.
That's the sexy robot. This guy, the Red Ranger from this season, showed up in passing the torch with this cast, right? It's really fucking weird, right?
Yeah. They don't acknowledge that at all.
So because of that, I say it's canon because of that interaction. Because this season is really just disconnected. And there's only 2 episodes. It's not a full series, like a full 50 episode order, right? It's really just like this is like a mini series, if anything. Like each episodes are only like 10, 15 minutes long, right? It's not like the full 23 minute run episode that we get with Sentai. This is literally a mini series, if anything.
Okay then.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now, I did have this one. Oh, God, I forgot I wrote Sexy Robot Girl.
Yeah, that's ToQger. This is the season that everyone said is great.
Wait, they actually think it's good? Or...
Yeah, people say that ToQger is a good written season. Remember, like I told you, William, Midnight Sky.
Oh, okay. Alright then. Jeez. Okay, so,
Yeah.
my thing here is like, I remember you saying this is where something where they all had their own mech? Or something like that?
Oh no, that's next season. That's the ninja.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is the season where we had the Orange Ranger who wanted to kill himself.
I don't remember that one actually.
Okay. I explained to you originally common Sentai trope, right, is to have the Sixth Ranger be a monster from the villain team who is either cursed or forced to becoming a villain, and then he becomes then he's like, oh, I see the way of goodness, of light and justice. Right? And then he just be like, all right, hey, yo, I'm your Sixth Ranger now. We're friends, right? But the way that this character was written, he feels so much guilt from his time as a monster that every episode, every time he fights an enemy, he feels like his sin hasn't been redeemed. So he's like, all right, are you gonna be kill me for what I done? He's like, all right, we're gonna fight. I hope this is my last. Literally every time he fight, he was like, is this the honorable death I'm seeking, right? After to pay for my crime of attacking the other ranger. Because before that, his character was established early on to be an enemy. Like I think his character appeared on as early as episode 4, I believe, and him becoming the Sixth does not happen until like episode 20. So like for whole and he was like the recurring like bad guy throughout these episodes before he came the Ranger. He's like, and then he was like, all right, yes, yes, I'll join you guys' team, but I'm not sure if I'm worthy, right, and all that stuff.
God,
yeah. Man. So this season really is also really good, right, because of this character
he wants to
and
kill
all
himself. That's why it's so good.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the other characters are also very written very well. This is really fun. This is a really, really fun season to watch as well.
Okay. That's another one on the list then.
Yeah.
But yeah, my thing is like you
Sexy Robot.
But you're talking about like how they all had their own mech, right? Was that not a thing beforehand, or like what?
I don't know. Other Rangers had a mech, but I think where I was talking because with this season aired during the production in terms of airing. This was aired during the 4th anniversary of Sentai. But it wasn't the 40th anniversary season, right? This is technically the 39th season. It's just that at the time of this production, the time when the episode aired, it was considered, it's been 40 years from airing, but not from production standpoint.
Oh, okay.
So this season is a pseudo-anniversary, very loosely, where they had every Ranger's mech be a composition of past Ranger mech. Because like I said before, in past Ranger season, everyone just, whatever theme that is, you just straight up go for it. So like in this, that's a sexy robot. So in this season with trains, everyone just had a train mecha, right? And you're like, all right, train mecha, that's it. Like you might get like an animal train, right? Or something very loose, like, but it's still a train, straight up a train. Or like in the dinosaur season, like everyone had a dinosaur mecha. Like, okay, here's your dinosaur mecha. Everyone gets a dinosaur mecha. You're good. Or the spy theme, you all get spy theme vehicles. Like you all get cars and stuff. Like they might have animal features on them, but it's still just straight up cars, right? But with a Ninja, but that's the sexy robot girl again. Everyone's member was a composition that was a pretty much callback to different Sentai tropes. Like it's like he had a humanoid robot. This guy had a truck. She had a truck or something. I don't remember what she had. She had a dog. The White Ranger had a dog, and the Blue Ranger had a dragon. Right, pretty much composition of past Sentai mech themes. Right, so it wasn't straight up. So it's like how if you had a theme, they would go with that theme for their robot.
Okay. So next question. Furry face, Minecraft. Let's skip that.
Yeah, that's this. That's no Sentai Zero.
It literally has nothing to do with Minecraft. They just happen to be cubes.
Nothing with Minecraft. They just had cubes. They're just straight up. Ayo, cubes. The kids love that Minecraft. Let's get that. Let's get in on that, right? Even from the logo, you can see of Zoolger. You can see how blocky it is in appearance, in comparison, right? Yeah. That's it. That's that cube. That cube. You know them cubes. Those cubes. God. You know.
Okay, let's see.
Also it was this season. This season had the 2000 episode air. So this was the 40th anniversary. This was the 40th. So this season was the 40th. Like I said, even though it was an anniversary, didn't really have much to do with anniversary, right? It was like Go Kaiger and probably Zenkaiger are probably the only seasons that are coming that are gonna be like real dedicated to the franchise as celebration. But even past were just really just straight off one-offs. That wasn't really anniversary. They just said, oh yeah, this is the anniversary. Stuff happens, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So during this season, it was the 20th anniversary. I mean, the 2000 episode air. So this episode did feature a crossover episode with past Rangers. They had the Gokaiger cast make an appearance again. There we go. They had these characters makes a guest appearance for 2 episodes, which was very cool. I like that. I was a fan of that.
Okay. Everyone liked that. It's basically
sexy robot girl. Okay. Okay.
All right. So okay. Yeah, the only question I have other than that, and it's only because it really irked me, was the fact that there was like dragon knights, but they were just dinosaurs, and what the fuck?
Yeah, that's that's Real Soldier. That's that season. That's this season that happened. Yeah, really mad about that translation. But in terms of translation, if you translate Real Soul, it translates to Dragon Knights apparently or something. I mean, I'm sorry. If you translate Kishi Ryu translates to Dragon Knight because like Ryu is dragon, Kishi is knight, obviously, right? Yeah, but they're just straight up dinosaur, which fucking got me. I was really tricked. Because as you know, when from a production, you find out the team names before you find out the actual suit design and shit, right? Right? Because you trademark the name first, and then you show up the suit. So when this show was trademarked, right? When we heard the first official trademark of Kishi Ryu, and it was translated as Dragon Knight, I was like, oh, what the, Dragon Knight, ooh, that sounds cool. Like this team still has the knight theme, right? But they're like, it's still like, fuck, they're dinosaurs. They trick you. They got you.
Oh my god, man. That's just one of the few things that annoys me. Oh look, dragons. No, just dinosaurs again. Okay.
Yep. Right. Yep. That's how they get you.
No, but I think I'm done with questions. Considering that they were a minute long, and then I wasn't able to write down too much.
Yeah.
Although I just realized we just ended up talking for like an hour. Like holy shit.
That's I mean, to be fair, I had to answer a lot of questions. You had a lot of questions. I had to do a lot of explanation. So let me see. I think I covered most of these. I don't remember what the fuck I covered them. Oh yeah, so this season. So this is what I was talking about. So with prior anniversaries is like so which has really got me. Bolkinger. All right. So this is a talking point I've already had with Bolt. So this season was about adventure and treasure hunting, right? And this season was the 30th anniversary, right? So you think, okay, they're treasure hunters, 30th anniversary. Maybe they'll go around collecting past Sentai mechs, right? Nope. Doesn't do any of that shit. Despite them being adventure treasure hunters, right? This season theme was treasure hunting and all that shit, right? Like, oh boy, we gotta go save treasure, right? And you would think that being the 30th, they would do cool stuff. They don't do shit. They don't do any shit. Fuck that. Like that.
So
right? So then, okay, so go on.
So Takamichi is more of a treasure hunter than these guys? Is what you're telling me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god.
So then this season aired sexy robot girl again. This season, Kaito Sentai, Lupin Ranger versus Keisetsu Sentai, Paddle Ranger, right? This season, right, they had to steal back artifacts, right? But every artifact that they steal were repaints, remold, recolor of past Sentai items.
Okay.
This season was quote unquote more of an anniversary than Bolkinger as an anniversary.
That's honestly funny. Oh my god. Really?
And this season was pretty wild. This is the season where it turns out that thieves are better than cops.
Oh my god. Still, 2 teams though.
Yeah, 2 teams. Yeah, really excited. This season. This season isn't really that good in terms of production and all that stuff. It's a pretty basic show. I mean, like the Lupin Ranger definitely have the most character development throughout this entire season, right? Because at some point they realized, hey yo, the kids like the Lupin Ranger better, so we're gonna spend all that. This is the scene where they started camera experimenting, right?
What?
As you know, as we're watching Kamen, you see all these episodes where they experiment with camera works, right? Like we see like actual zooming shots, like actual like free flowing camera motions, right? This is where they started doing that, because before in Sentai, right, the camera is pretty much just really static in terms of airing, in terms of like fight scenes. Like you just have the camera be like, oh yeah, you might do like close up, quick cuts like that. But this season, when I first watched the first episode of Lupin, where they had their first fight, it was really fucking good. Because that's where they started doing that whole camera experimentation of just doing free flowing camera movements, of going around. This is where it started with Lupin Ranger.
Oh, okay. Well, at least there's something good that came out of this then.
Yeah, because of that. Also, by the way, the Sixth Ranger that appeared in this, the sixth Noel. Oh yeah, he plays Naruto. By the way, he's Naruto.
What? Really?
I forgot. Yeah, so in Japan, there's a stage play of Naruto. He plays Naruto in the stage play.
Oh my god. Does he? So I'm assuming he does the Date Bios. Yes.
No, that'd be stupid. Why the fuck would they do that?
Okay.
The fuck would they do Date Bio? That'd be fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's not like he's the Naruto, like the Naruto cameo at this point, basically.
No. That'd be stupid. All right.
Okay, sure.
All right, so there you go. I answered 45 years worth of Super Sentai history within 45 minutes. I think I got through all my previous notes that I missed out on. Mabushi's a freak of nature. Yep.
I will say though, it wasn't 45 minutes in this one, Austin, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we had to go through a lot.
Yeah, we did.
I'm trying to see if they have. I'm pretty sure yeah, God, I had so much fucking notes about Gonkaiger on this shit. I'll show you. After this, I'll show you my note pages about how much fucking stuff I had, for every season in comparison.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
It's right. So there you go. Yeah. So there you go. That was. So now you know everything about Super Sentai history. You don't know any of these past characters' name or their title or what their personality or their story is like, right? But now you know everything. So that way, when the next season Zenkaiger air, that's the 45th anniversary season, you know what's gonna happen. Well, oh, by the way, these characters are definitely not gonna show up. Just to let you know right now.
Okay. Sure, I'll believe it. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Great Cats are coming back for Zenkaiger.
But look, man. As long as if they bring Jetman back in, I'm down for it. All right.
Okay. Hey, after this, you can watch the Jetman episode of Gonkaiger. All right.
Oh, right.
Where they resolve Jetman.
I mean, yeah. After that, hold on. I must write a note.
Yeah, episode 28. Wings are eternal. That is the only episode of Gonkaiger that I know the episode's name and title of. By the way.
Gonkaiger Jetman cameo.
Yeah, episode 28.
Okay, cool. I wrote it down.
That's literally the only episode. Where I really remember the episode's name and number of.
Nice. All right.
It's pretty great. All right, so there you go. That's everything. All right. Any other question about before we sign off?
When does this end? When does the Orange Ranger in that train thing kill himself? Does he do it?
No, he never ends up killing. He found out that living is more worth it than dying. In the
Cowards,
end.
all of them.
Jesus. Jesus fuck. Okay, that's where Eddie hit. All right, that was fun. I don't even know how long this shit was going on. Oh fuck, jeez. All right, so there you go. Now you know. Explain. Okay. All right, that's it. Yeah, all right, coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands. Okay, thanks. Bye.